Hello and welcome everybody to the Geek Tech Show. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can hack the phone, and you can do this with any phone that you have, any iPhone. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can create a secret folder where you can put things in here and nobody's going to know all the secret stash that you have inside. So let's get started right now to find all those secret hacks that you can do with your iPhone. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some ways that you can hide your apps from anybody so nobody can actually see them. There was actually two different ways for you to go about this, but first I gotta crack open my safe so I can get in here. The first method that you're going to be doing here is kind of simple. What you want to do is to create photos where you can post all your apps inside of here. And by posting a bunch of different apps inside, you're kind of hiding it. So how do you do this? Really simple. Press on one of the apps, keep holding it, and then what you're going to be doing next, press on Edit Home Screen. As you're doing this, all you have to do is drag them together, and it immediately puts them in a folder, such as this one right here, where you have two of those apps all combined, and it lets you have a name to them. Next thing you want to do is to make it a name that nobody really wants to look into. This one is going to be like business. Nobody really cares about a business app. And then what you're going to be doing next, you're going to be keep on adding apps to it. So we have another one right here, and I keep on adding different apps right inside. So overall, you want to keep on adding as many apps as you can right inside of here. And then what we are doing is just keep on adding. Now, what's going to actually happen as you keep on adding different apps in here, it's going to go into the next page right here, and so on. So you have to do this. So you have like 3 or 4 different pages, and you have to scroll all the way to the end here, and then you're going to have your app hidden all the way inside here. So this is one method for you to hide an app, and it's going to be much harder for somebody to find the app that they're looking for, or of course hide it from anybody who wants to, check what kind of apps you're using. There's going to be a second method that you're going to be doing the same exact thing here. Let me show you what I mean here. So the second way for you to hide the apps, you're going into the settings, then you're going where it says screen time. In the screen time, we are going all the way down here where it says content, privacy, and restrictions. And next thing we're going to be going is where it says allowed apps. So put the password in here. And here you can actually turn off certain apps here. We can turn off FaceTime, we can turn off the camera, we can turn off any apps that we don't like people to actually use here. So those are some of the apps that we can hide, including Safari over here. If you want to go ahead and actually restrict some specific apps, so go into allowed apps, what you have to do is the following. We're going to go into where it says content restriction. In the content restriction, we're going to go all the way down where it says apps right here and change it by age. So for example, you don't want anybody to use dating, social media apps or stuff like that. What you have to do here is just add all the way where it says 12. Go all the way back now and get out of here. What's going to happen is that restricted apps are all gone and they're no longer here. So you can see like it cleaned a bunch of my apps away. They are no longer on this phone. The only thing that really sucks about this is that some of those apps might disappear, like right here. One of them disappeared. And then if it's going to reappear, it's going to reappear somewhere right here instead. And that's going to be super annoying. Other than that, it did its job, it's gone, you can't find it, and that's good. That's exactly what we wanted to do. Let's go back to content restriction and privacy. Press on content restriction, and you have to know the password, by the way. Going where it says apps, allow all apps right now. Going right back here, as you can see, it moved. It moved away from here. There's 2 of them that are gone, which actually means they're not really gone, but they moved away right here to this page. So now you have to take them out and drag them right back where they actually used to be. Edit home screen, and we are dragging them right back where they were, right about here. So that's one thing that I really dislike about this method, but it does work and it does its job. There is one more third way for you to do this, and this one actually is done specifically. You can actually go ahead and call something a photo, but what we're going to be doing is pressing on here, changing its name to something else, which is an empty space right here, and do a few of those which are empty. Press on done. Let's go ahead and do that right here. So it's empty, but because it doesn't let us do all empty, we have to put something in here. Let's put a dot, and that's it, and press on done. And now we have just one here. Now the way for you to go about this is to move this app at home screen. We have one app over here. Now you could see this app right there, but it is not really that visible to everybody. You can see it's like one dot right here and one of them right there. Now another way for you to go about this is to go ahead and find an app that doesn't have this, that has almost a blank screen to it. And what you're going to be doing is putting it right here instead of this app right here. And then the second app is going to be on page 2. And the last way that you can go ahead and restrict anybody from using certain apps on your Apple is simply to go to settings. In the settings, we're going to go where it says screen time once again. And then we're going to go where it says the following. And this one is going to be where it says always allowed. We're pressing on always allowed. And now what we're going to be doing is checking the apps that are always allowed. All the ones at the top are the ones that are always allowed all the time. On the other hand, the ones that are not allowed are going to be over here. So we can go into every single one of them and change them. So for example, we're going to go into this radio right there, press on the plus sign right here, enter the password, and now it's going to move all the way right here. And if you want to change it once again, as way around, just press over here, press on remove, and it's going to go right back to the list, and you can do this again. So right now, the ones that are always available and allowed in the downtime are right here. So that's one way for you to go ahead and do this. Another way is to allow it to the contacts themselves too. So right here, contacts are everybody, but you can do to specific contacts. Choose from the contacts that are in your photos. And of course, to allow your friends, your buddies to contact or use specific apps over there as well. And lastly, you can have content restriction and privacy. You can press over here and you can set those, every single one of those, separate and different. So you can disallow access to apps, you can disallow access to phone, mic, and everything else in between here as well.